David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto. And folks, I'm standing outside the Fairmount Royal York Hotel. This is going to be the venue for a meeting between Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. And you got to wonder, what's in it for Prime Minister Meloni to meet with Trudeau? Trudeau is no longer a credible leader on the world stage, whereas Miss Meloni is a rising star. As well, when they met last year, Meloni had to endure a lecture from our virtue signaling Prime Minister about LGBTQ, et cetera, rights.
Canada is concerned about some of the positionings that Italy is taking in terms of the LGBT rights, but I look forward to talking with you about that.
And that did not go over with her at all. So you really wonder what is in it for her. Now, I can tell you that there is a sizable demonstration to the south of me. I'm looking at some of the signs: Trudeau for treason, freedom is essential, jail time for Freeland, stop UN global invasion, no farmers, no food, no future. I wonder if Bill C-63, which was introduced in the House of Commons earlier this week, if that is ratified into law, will these kind of messages be considered hate speech? Will these Canadians be fined and placed under house arrest? If you're sick and tired of this draconian attitude, please go to our new petition, that's stopthecensorship.ca. That's stopthecensorship.ca. Put your name on that petition, and if you're able to, kindly chip in $1 or $2 so that we can continue to bring you the other side of the story.
Basically, he won't need the Emergency Act anymore.
Yeah.
That's right. So, this is a replacement for it. And it's literally 1984. I mean, how many fingers do you see? I see 4. No, you see 5, right? That's exactly what that is.
And we as a people, we have to stop it in any way we can. So I suggest people write their MPs, write their senators, and say no to this bill because it's dangerous.
First thing that I'll do, even if they enact that, is I'm going to complain with Justin. Because let's talk about that speech, that hate-filled speech about us not being able to go on trains or planes.
If you don't want to get vaccinated, that's your choice. But don't think you can get on a plane or a train beside vaccinated people.
The biggest perpetrator of false truth, what does he call it? Misinformation and disinformation is him himself. Yeah. And his favorite word is democracy.
And that democracy, at its best, will always be stronger than authoritarianism.
Well, there's no democracy here. When a tyrant, when a prime minister can shut down investigations on himself, influence the RCMP, lie, cheat, steal, that's a tyrant. That's an autocratic regime.
We know there is a huge motorcade behind the Fairmount. We've been told that is Miss Meloni's entourage. I guess par for the course. Trudeau is always late, sometimes by more than an hour or 90 minutes. Will he keep Prime Minister Meloni waiting here today? Who knows? In the meantime, another interesting element to our story, have the RCMP, Trudeau's Praetorian Guard, have they learned anything from that egregious incident in Richmond Hill back in January? If you missed it, check out perhaps our most viral video in our company's history. Here you go. Ms. Freeland, how come the IRGC is not a terrorist group? Why is your government supporting Islamo-Nazis? What? Excuse me. What are you doing?
Don't. You're under arrest for assault.
What, sir?
Why are you pushing me? You're under arrest for assault.
Who are you?
You're under arrest for assault.
I don't even. What are you talking about?
Police, you're under arrest for assault.
How am I under arrest? You bumped into me. Yeah, so as you can see, folks, that was a stitch-up. That was a false claim of assault. The officer himself dropped the assault charges in less than an hour. What does that tell you? We'll be serving them with our lawsuit in the days ahead. So in the meantime, let's go into the Royal York Hotel. Let's see who's who in the zoo. We've heard the meeting is on the 19th floor. Assuming the elevator isn't disabled, let's go up to the executive meeting suite and see what we encounter.
I apologize. No more press up here today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Why is that? Can we just not, squeeze in or?
No, we've just been told that all the press that were here are already here. Yeah.
And
I apologize.
Who are you? Sorry.
My name is Liam O'Brien. I'm the director of security here.
Oh, okay, for the Royal York.
Correct. Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay
the-
then. So is
But we can chat more down in the lobby if you'd
sure.
like.
Is the Prime Minister here already? Or
Sir, come on in.
okay.
Come on in. Thank you very much. I
All right
appreciate
then.
it. I do apologize.
Oh, that's all right. You're, I'm sure, following orders.
Very much so.
Could you kindly tell us if the Prime Minister is there already or not?
I can't comment. No,
Okay.
I apologize.
All right then. Why is it some media get in and some are not?
I think it's they arranged prior.
Oh.
And how that protocol goes, I'm not sure.
How do you know we haven't arranged prior?
Because they've told me that no, all arranged media are already up there.
Okay then. Well, folks, here we are behind the Fairmount Royal York Hotel. I'm almost certain this is the Prime Minister's motorcade. What gives it away, in addition to the de rigueur Chevy Suburbans and the Ford Expeditions, there's always this black Toyota Sienna minivan for some reason. Also, you'll notice none of them are electric. This vehicle, we've observed it for about 40 minutes. And, well, what do you know? It's the Christmas miracle. Once we came over to do our close here, the lady killed the engine because it has been idling all this time. So, all that, propaganda about going green and not idling your car and driving an EV vehicle or a plug-in hybrid. Oh, no. For Justin Trudeau, he goes with a full-size SUV with an 8-cylinder engine using that despicable fossil fuels. But in any event, we had heard the rumor they were going to do a working lunch. That's Trudeau and the Italian Prime Minister in Little Italy. I don't think that's going to happen because that lunch is scheduled for 10 minutes from now. In any event, I think the working lunch, which is closed to the media, is going to be taking place inside the Royal York. And it's too bad. If I had a question to ask Prime Minister Trudeau, it would be this. If Bill C-63 is ratified into law, are you, Mr. Prime Minister, concerned that you'll be charged? I mean, there's a lot of videos of you online wearing blackface. Doesn't get more racist than that. And what about the way you vilified the people who chose not to get the experimental COVID-19 vaccine?
And more than just being wrong, because everyone's entitled to their opinions, they are putting at risk their own kids, and they're putting at risk our kids.
That was pretty hateful, I should think. And you know that the law will be retroactive, so whatever you've said and done on social media, that's fair game. So maybe careful what you wish for, Mr. Prime Minister, but he's nowhere to be seen. The silver lining, of course, is none of his Mounties, the Praetorian Guard, have roughed me up and falsely charged me with assault. So we'll take that as a victory, and maybe we can scrum Justin Trudeau in the weeks and months ahead. It looks like since he's renewed his vows with Jagmeet Singh, this dynamic duo is here for a solid 18 months to come. I know, it's going to feel like an eternity.